Hello, Mrs. Jordan. Thank you so much for coming. I'm like, please, come with me.
Michael Jordan is such an important cultural figure. And so if there was one person I wanted to do justice to, it was Michael, and he was generous enough to sit down with me. He mentioned he wanted Deloris Jordan to be played by Viola Davis. And Matt Damon and I realized that that was really the protagonist of the story, that the hero of this story would be Deloris Jordan.
Ben and I both really responded to Alex Convery's script the first time we read it and just thought it was such an interesting story. You know, having lived through it and experienced it as a kind of a teenager when Michael Jordan came onto the scene and really changed the world as we knew it in terms of the NBA and the culture. And I think it will surprise people when they see the movie, like where Nike was versus where they are today. And I just always found it was one of those scripts that any time I picked it up, I would just sit for an hour and a half and read the whole thing.
He doesn't want to be here, but he will listen. He promised me that. You have our attention.
I didn't know that Deloris brokered the deal. And just a lot of the players that are involved, meaning the characters. I loved it. I thought it was smart, and it was funny, and it was honest.
Mrs. Jordan, so good to see you. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Mr. Jordan, how are you?
Only other brother in the room, and you're late.
Oh, Jay. It wasn't my fault. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Ralph, this is my son, Michael. Hi. What's up, champion? Good to see you, man.
I was excited about the movie because it had all the things that I loved. Basketball, Michael Jordan, Jordan shoes, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, Viola Davis, Jason Bateman, so many great people that was in the movie.
Take a look.
They're called Air Jordan.
What do you think about that?
The unveiling of the shoe, just huge for the movie. I was watching Matt and Ben work on it in front of the camera. Try this, try that, cutting lines, adding lines, and then watching everyone at the boardroom table take that in.
The boardroom scene was certainly the most challenging scene in the film, and I knew it when I read the script. There's 10 people around a table, which is always hard. And the tension around the room, I have these great actors, like the looks between Chris Tucker and Matt and Phil looking at Matt, finding all those moments and weaving them in. And that was such a natural way to impose tension on a scene.
So, what are your thoughts?
Bulls colors.
I thought the NBA had a rule on color.
Yeah, they do. They want it all white, and with all due respect to them, they can go to hell. We're gonna pay the fines for Michael every game. What's interesting to us about this moment in Nike is that Phil was a pirate and kind of a revolutionary, but suddenly he finds himself the captain of the ship. And so he's trying to run a billion-dollar company. Now he's got all these employees, he's got all of these responsibilities, but he's still got this mindset.
It was fun playing around with what a CEO of a scrappy company would look like, and a lot of it's based on Phil Knight's suiting during that time. But also, yeah, he would come to that meeting in this blue Glen Plaid suit that's kind of obnoxious. It's like, I'm the CEO of this company. I think it just lent really, really well to the comedic timing and his performance.
Excuse me. Hi.
Hey,
Sorry I'm late. Mark.
Phil, I was just explaining to Michael that we're going to...
I just was explaining for a second that I'm the CEO of this company, and it's worth nearly $1 billion now. And I'm so extremely busy, it's almost impossible to imagine. But this meeting was so important. I told my secretary I wasn't going to miss this no matter what. That's how important this is. Go ahead, Sonny.
Well, I was just telling Michael that we were going to pay any fines incurred by the shoes design.
Oh.
We looked at some reference of the Nike boardroom, and I was going down the path of kind of recreating that. And Ben was like, you know what? I really feel like it should be a darker wood panel space because I want it to feel more mysterious. And so I pivoted to this darker room, and I think it really helped the magic trick that was happening where you don't see Michael Jordan's face at all.
I'm sorry. Turn it off. Rob, turn it off. Just,
Sonny.
please. Forget about the shoes. Forget about the money. You're going to make enough money. It's not going to matter. It can't buy you immortality. That you have to earn. I'm going to look you in the eyes, and I'm going to tell you the future. You willed your way to the NBA. You're going to win championships. It's an American story, and that's why Americans are going to love it.
The reason why I really like using the flash forward in the conference room is I looked at a shot of you looking at your son when Matt was talking about the future. And it looked to me as if his mother not only believes in him that he's great, but she's really the only one at the table who also has an empathy for how that is going to be hard.
She was a woman with vision, and she understood exactly who her son was. She knew his potential, and she had faith in it.
A shoe is just a shoe until somebody steps into it. Then it has meaning. You're Michael Jordan, and your story is gonna make us want to fly.
Thank you, Mr. Vaccaro, Mr. Knight, Mr. Strasser, Mr. White, thank you. Mr. White, Mr. Jordan. Thank you, Mr. Jordan.
Thank you, Michael.
Listen, call me anytime.
Great speech. Emotional.
Great, thanks, David.
Mr. Vaccaro,
Mrs. Jordan,
I have some news for you.
just do it.
You didn't expect me to call?
This is a pleasant surprise, I promise.
Ben did something really remarkable that I had never seen before, and he insisted on doing all the telephone conversations for real in the movie. So all of the scenes with telephone calls were actually done live with like analog cable connecting the sets. So we built Viola's set, the Jordan interior, in a corner of the office building where we had our Nike offices. And it was really a minuscule little kitchen set, but it was really authentic to North Carolina.
Michael will accept the $250,000 salary guaranteed, and the shoe will be named for Michael and our family.
What?
Yes.
Really?
The benefit of that phone call with Viola was like, you know, Matt gets the news and he's like fist pumping, and she can't see that, you know, and so you get the ability as an actor or as a person on the phone to do like a lot of behavior that you wouldn't do. So all those things add this whole layer of texture and a whole layer of tension, and it's because it's on the phone and because they're not next to each other.
Now, we are willing to accept the deal and commit right away, but with one minor provision.
Name it?
Michael will get a percentage of the revenue of the sale of each shoe that is sold.
I'm sorry?
Not all Nike shoes, just the ones with his name on them.
Oh, Mrs. Jordan, so that's not how the business works at all. I mean, I understand.
You eat, we eat. That's all he's asking.
That's a fair point, but that's just not how business works.
There was a real dignity and comfort. I loved how you played the scene so evenly. So many times when we shot it, and the camera's on you and the camera's on Matt, and I thought, this is a big experiment because we're with him the whole time and we think he's right. He's our protagonist. He's supposed to be right. And then he gets on the phone with you and you patiently explain to him why he's wrong.
They invest the capital and they get the reward, and that's how it goes.
Well, maybe that needs to change. Because if he does what I think he's going to do, what you also think he's going to do, and what Michael knows he's going to do, then it won't be the NBA promoting my son. I promise you, it'll be the other way around. And in that case, he deserves a piece.
And not only that, there was a moment that you did, the first take. You had the phone, and you were listening to it, and in the part of his speech that I thought was the most convincing, just took it away from your face and held it about this far away. I saw a whole lifetime of somebody being lectured to and told that things that weren't fair were fair, and that they didn't deserve, that was how it was, and that they had to live with it. I thought, like, that's it. That's genius.
Mr. Vaccaro, I agree that the business is unfair. But every once in a while, someone comes along that's so extraordinary that it forces those reluctant to part with some of that wealth to do so not out of charity, but out of greed, because they are so very special. I do not believe Deloris may think otherwise, that she knew absolutely from the beginning what she was going to ask for. It's the journey of believing that that's what he deserves, knowing that that's what he deserves, knowing that that's his potential, and having the courage and the guts to ask for it.
But above all was the impact that Michael felt his mother had on him and on the deal and on this moment in his life. And so that really became the thrust of the movie for us.
Michael Jordan is probably the greatest athlete in modern history. And this story tells us, I can accomplish that thing that I dared not dream I could accomplish. And I think that's a really important thing for people to have.
A shoe is just a shoe until my son steps into it.